Hello friends, I got a few minutes before my 4-H shooting sports club shows up to start shooting, so I'm going to try to knock out a quick down and dirty tabletop-ish review of the Cricket youth rifle, or Cricket adult rifle I think they call it. I did an unboxing video quite a while back on it, and I was asked to do a review of it. So here we go. It's going to be down and dirty. All right, as you can see, it's got the, in 4-H speak, the OBI, the open bolt indicator in it, showing that there's no ammunition in the rifle, so it's been cleared to safe. So let me go ahead and pull that guy out so we can get around to the rest of it. All right. For starters, the little rifle's accurate. I can't fault that. I wouldn't have any problem taking it out and taking game with it, making a clean, ethical shot. The problem with them, the youth rifles, the regular Crickets, is they got that shorter length of pull, so the kids outgrow them real quick. So Cricket recognized that, and they come out with what they call the adult model, and it's got this longer length of pull stock, and it's not quite a full size adult rifle, but it's right there in that good intermediate range, and it's comfortable to shoot. It's hard for a bigger person to get down behind those the regular Crickets because they're so short with the length of pull. So that's a good thing to do. And I think they offer it as a standalone stock. I think you can just buy the stock from them and get some more life out of your youth model that you get for your kid as they grow older and grow larger. Really complicated to load, and when I say complicated, a lot of steps going on in there. You'll only hold one at a time. You put a shell in, put the bolt forward, and then you got to pull striker back like that, or the hammer, however you want to call it. Now, that's good for youth. That gets them to think lots of steps to get to fire. And it gives you time to watch them while you're supervising them and training them and learning them how to be good marksmen and safe marksmen. So we already know the gun's unloaded, and I'll pull it back, the bolt back. You gotta fire it to get the bolt back. So there you go, bang. That's one of the drawbacks on it. The trigger, once you charge it, the trigger is fairly, got a lot of creep, got a lot of take up in it, and then it's tough. I mean, it's gritty. I haven't put a trigger gauge on it, but it takes quite a bit of a pull to get it going. I would say somewhere in the neighborhood of 6 to 7 pounds. So it's a pretty stiff trigger, but you can get used to it and you can make good accurate shots with it. It's kind of gritty, so that's the drawback on this gun. One of the drawbacks, the one drawback I hate the most on it is the rear sight and its adjustment. The rear sight itself is just a stamped piece of metal with a peephole in it. It's a rear peep front post. The adjustment is this, I don't know if you can see that very good, that one straight slot standard screw there. When you're sighting it in, it's hard to get it to make fine adjustments with that because it just slides. You loosen the screw up and the rear sight just slides side to side. And then once you make your adjustments, you got to try to tighten it down while keeping it in the same spot, and it's frustrating. If you're not really confident with your rifle sight and abilities, I can see how it just pushes you over the edge. I've sighted in lots of different kinds of rifles over my lifetime, and this one, it was so frustrating because you get it dialed in and you try to make that adjustment and then it'd slide on you. Or you get it dialed in, adjusted where you want it, and then you try to tighten that screw up to where it wouldn't move, and it'd slide on you. and then you're back to where he's making adjustments. It's a really fine dance to try to get that thing right. Once you get it right, it does secure it very well, and as long as you don't make any, drop it or anything like that, it'll stay accurate. So there's that. The trigger and the rear sight, that'd be my biggest issues with the little gun. Other than that, hey, it's not a bad little gun. The kids enjoy it. It does give them, let me pick up this little Savage Rascal for over here. You can see when you compare the two, how you get quite a bit more length of pull out of this little gun. So you buy these little Savage Rascal or a Cricket, which is about the same size, and they'll outgrow it quick. Kids grow. Anybody that's had them know that. You wind up buying shoes and clothes like crazy at some point in their life because they just take off like weeds. So this is a good deal for that. So kiddos are getting ready to show up. That was kind of down and dirty. Not a lot of detail, but hey, you get what you pay for on YouTube sometimes. So there's my review of the Cricket adult rifle. I don't think you'd be wrong to purchase it if you got a youth shooter that you want to carry on into, a young adult or even an adult. This would be a decent little camp or truck gun, for dispatching a snake or whatever's out there that you're going to tap with a 22 rimfire. If you're any kind of a gunsmith, you may be able to get in there and clean that trigger up a little bit. I haven't even looked at it to try to figure that out in there because it's, like I say, it's for my youth shooting sports deal here at the club. So I don't want to ruin it by tinkering with it too much. Because my gun, I'd get in there and I'd tinker with it because I don't like the trigger. And hey, that's it, guys. Y'all have fun out there.